Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as we run from these youths that want to rob us, not blind, but they are gonna rob us and take all of our money, which is really dear to me, because I need to buy a sword. And yes, so last episode we went into a sewer. We are now on the east side of the city, which is, well, less than ideal. Really, because I had a lot of things to see to the west, but we weren't given that choice. This is an adventure, and this adventure, turns out, is quite different from the first one. So I'm gonna try on this side of the things. I'm gonna try and excuse me. I'm gonna try and figure out. Basically go the same way I went before, do the same choices and all that sort of stuff, except for that, you guys remember that Elvin, I think it was an Elvin, that we rescued from a place, and yes, I'm gonna try and save the guy and see what he has to say, because there's a few things that we did wrong the first time around, so I'm gonna try and do the things right. But this time around, we see a white paint on the ground ahead of us, so we're gonna keep running and see if those things are indeed portals, because they are supposed to be portal traps. So I'm gonna go for each and every single one of them, and if I need to reload, so be it. You keep going into the alley with the painted circle. It fills the alley, and as you step over its edge, you are suddenly falling. What? You are floating slowly down through the air, turning over and over. You are in pitch blackness, and you cannot see a thing. Then a spot of light appears. It grows wider and wider until finally you emerge to a fate that is nearly worse than death. In a sewer again! You have landed in a disgusting pile of unbelievable filth. Slime, excrement, sludge, dung, and dregs. Dregs? I don't know what that is. All the way up to your neck. You are evidently in the sewer of Carey. Let's wait. You wait a moment as a nearby chute ejects a torrent of filth and pig swill. Then you get yourself to your feet and wipe off the sludge as best you can. Where am I? Well, I'm in this. I know where I am, but it's interesting that it takes us here. I don't want to be here though. It's not a good thing. It's just not a good thing. Let's turn. So we turn. I don't remember. Where did I turn? I turned. Fork in the road. I turned left. Is that how it went? Oh, we're still back here, huh? We're still back here. Okay, let's try and run away from these guys again. So ignore it. Take the side street to avoid them, and being the jerks that they are, and I wish I could kill them, but I can't. I would kill these guys. I definitely would. There's no, like, I would so much. Run for the first junction. I will run. Turn right. I turned right, and then I turned left, because I'm trying to head in that direction. And then I'm gonna turn right and see what happens. You don't slow down, but keep moving. The youths are calling to each other. It seems that they have lost your scent. It's a good thing that I got washed a little bit. You slow down, turning a few more corners at random until you emerge onto a wider street. You you pause to catch your breath before moving on. Where are we right now? Okay. Well, we're not gonna be able to save those guys. That guy right there. It's not. Maybe. We'll see. So we just went God knows where. You follow the road as it narrows. The houses built up against the cliff face become narrower too, with single buildings divided. Let's knock on a door. You pause to knock on a random door. After a short pause, it opens to reveal a Sphyn woman wearing a bright blonde wig. She seems surprised to see you. Who are you? She demands. Who sent you? I'm from the council. From the council? She yelps. Why ever? I pay my bills. I'm an honest Sphyn for me. Oh, actually, you don't. Show her the noble's badge. That's right, we got a noble's badge from that house. You take the noble's silver badge from your pack and flash it at her. She gasps in shock. Holy horrors! You can't want my door. I'm looking for a priest. Well, this is not the right place, she replies huffily. Priests don't hold with the likes of me. You thank her for her time. No, I need to go this way, don't I? Yes, I do. Let's try that again. There's something going on in here, and I don't know what it is. So let's find out. So knock on the door. I'm for the council. Let's go. I know, that's why I'm here. She narrows her already narrow eyes. What's it you want? I need somewhere to stay. She shakes her head. Things with the council have got that bad, have they? Well, Don't say we didn't warn you. Chief holds her arms. Okay, so nothing really is going on. But maybe I can ask about the first nobles and get a clue? Well, let's try that out. Let's see, rewind. Did I do it? No, I didn't. Didn't click the rewind button. That one, okay. So, knock on the door. I'm for the council. And show her the badge. And I'm looking for the city nobles. Well, if you were from the council, shouldn't you know where they are? She laughs nervously. Anyway, you won't find them here. A little out of my league, so to speak. And I leave. Okay, let's go this side alley, because this one will lead us to the thing over there. Unless... No, the Svin was up here. The guy was up here. I remember I took a back turn. It's through this. It's back there. So I need to go this way, and I think I'm gonna... I don't really know. You turn down a side alley past large houses on either side. On the left, you can make out a roof of a mansion from which a tattered flag is flying. Let's look at the flag. The pennant is blue and gold and bears a crest, depicting stars shining above an open lock. When the wind catches the flag and lifts it, you can briefly make out a letter in black along the near edge. An L, perhaps? Let's turn back and head for the mansion. Intrigued, you turn back and up the alley towards the flag. Okay, let's go there. I just need gold. Give me gold. I need it so much. Do I know these guys? The road turns and heads roughly southeast once more, but you have been spotted. A group of young orclings are scurrying towards you. Let's wait for them to reach me. Maybe they want to give me money. You stop and wait for them to reach. Hello, they pipe. 1 gold piece for our bellies. One demonstrates, pointing into an open gob which lacks teeth, and you notice also lack a tongue. Their hand poked at you and push outwards, hoping for a donation. I'm gonna cast the illusion one, if I can find it, of course. So that is tell. Let's read minds. That'd be a nice one to have. Dud. That's the one. Dud. And hopefully I'll be able to rob them or something. You cast a spell and piles of golden treasures spill from sleeves of your jacket all over the road. The orclings go instantly into a frenzy of collection, running over each other and beating each other up, stuffing handfuls of gems into their tunics. You take the opportunity to slip away. Huh. Oh, that was good. At least we didn't mess with them. You continue up the road, leaving the chattering orclings behind. After a short distance, you come across a large building made of stones and mortar. Let's look at the building. Wasn't this where we were? Huh. It stands alone inside its own patch of ground, and unusually it seems to be in a state of good repair. A large L is carved on one of the gateposts. For Lorac, perhaps? The main road continues straight past the house. Let's go. Have we been here before? You enter the gate and follow the path to the front of the house, between tall, well-tended trees. This place, unlike the mansion in Lower Carré, seems quite lived in. We haven't been here before, have we? Climb around the outside. Let's try out the front door. This place looks like we're gonna be able to play some Swindlestone or something. The door to the house is solid oak wood, decorated with elaborate carvings of vines and trees and serpents. In the middle is a great brass knocker. Let's use magic. There are easier ways into a house than by asking permission, of course. Yep, and it's by casting Dop, which I believe is door open or something. I don't know what it stands for. Open locks and doors, I suppose. Let's cast it. You cast the spell and the door quietly unlocks itself and swings open. You hear running footsteps from inside, and an elderly man appears, somewhat out of breath. A sorcerer, he exclaims. Why, I haven't spoken to a sorcerer in what feels like years. They tend to hang them here in Carré whenever they get the chance. Come on in, my name is Lorac, and he gestures you into his house. This way, please. Oh, awesome. We got a friend. That probably wants to kill us because we were trying to rob his house. You follow him into his study, an elegant room, lined floor to ceiling with books. Let's look around first. You glance around at the shelves lined with hundreds of volumes on magic, maps, learning, weaponry, falconry, carpentry, and every other subject you can imagine. The only gap in the shelving is for a painting of a young man, Lorac himself perhaps, though it does not look like him, and the tag below reads Krishanti. The scholar's pet is winding around his leg. He ruffles its spines absently. There, Iretius, he murmurs. There's a good beast. So how does a man of learning survive? You ask. You can't be at home among such ruffians as fill the streets of Carre? He laughs. This city isn't as bad as all of that. Or, well, perhaps it is. But in every city where there are children, there is need of people who teach children. He shrugs. I teach the best lock-picking class in town. In a way, I'm a pillar of things here. The old man seems to have a thought and goes over to a cupboard, taking out 2 glasses. Some wine while we talk? Sure, why not? You nod your head and he pours you a glass. It is rich, delicately flavored, and warms you to your guts. Ask Lorac about paintings. Yeah, let's go with that. Who is that? Lorac scowls at you. Have you come to make a conversation, or have you come with a true purpose? The scholar seats himself and steeples his fingers. Actually, do you know the spell for the city gate? Something happened up here. What happened up there? I don't know. You are wise, I say. The whole thing is known to the first noble of Carre. Otherwise, a few of us know a line each. He thinks for a moment, then asks, I know one line myself. Well, tell me your spell line, please. I say please. Please say please. He doesn't. He looks at you seriously. You are on a mission. I see that. But is your mission to destroy Carre or to save it? I will save it. I will save all the lands. I am on a mission to retrieve the crown of kings. The scholar nod replies, it is a good mission. For such a mission, they would send a powerful fighter and a great sorcerer. Let me see. And he goes over to his bookshelves, returning with a paper folder. You know, of course, how magic comes to be in this world? Yes, of course. He nods. Good. Then you will understand what I will show you. He opens the folder and spreads out several sheets of rough paper across his desk. They contain a pattern of strange symbols grouped in 3s. Oh, crap. I don't even know what that is. That's not magic, man. That's just scramblings. These were discovered, painted on the walls of the Dadu Lake caves, he explains. I have paid handsomely to have them smuggled to me. Even the first noble of Carre does not know I have them, and if he did, his rage would be terrible. Do you know what they are? No, tell me. He grins excitedly. They are spells. But not spells as we would have them. These were painted by cave people before the Dark Ages, over 3,000 years before Shalana discovered the crown. They perform the same magic because the stars have not changed, but as you can see, the spells themselves are different. See this one. He draws out a sheet of paper on which he draws the possible symbols. Tiu. It doesn't look like normal. It's a normal T or a normal I. It looks like it's cut. Tiu. I can guess its effect. Go on, he replies with interest. Telepathy. Tiu. What is that for? Confusion. Conversing. Telepathy. It's a spell of telepathy. He shakes his head. Based on the images found in the spell, it believes it is a spell of confusion, he says. Is it? Let's not do that. Let's use that to our advantage here. Let's look around. Let's go straight to that one. Serious Sage. No, let's go to... Let's ask that one. Accept the glass right there. And let's not ask. Let's go with that one. And he's gonna... tell me the spell line. I will save it. And, of course, yes. Okay, so now he shows me those, and I don't know where they are, and I'm honest with that. I can guess the effect. Let's go. It's a spell of confusion, but why would it be a confusion? Let's see. He nods at you with great interest. Perhaps you are indeed a great magician, he says. That is quite right. I believe it is a spell of confusion, one that would muddle and befuddle any creature over whom it is cast. We know a similar magic now, but of course the incantation has changed. He moves the paper aside and brings out another, on which painted... So, wit. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. Huh, okay. So we got a J, a P, and a W. Oh boy. He moves the paper aside and brings out another in which it's painted. What do you make of this one, he asks. JPW. Protection from weapon. Right? It's a spell of protection. No, that is not correct. Such spells existed, of course, but this is not the one of them. I'm gonna guess again. It's a spell of mind reading. I think that makes sense. Yeah, it would make sense because, I mean, we don't have that one. Quite right, Lorac claps his hands. Well then, I see truly you are a sorcerer. Here, then. Here then is my puzzle. He reaches over for another folder and opens it slowly and cautiously as though the contents might try to bite him. Let's wait. He lays a sheet out on the paper. This spell was found inside one of the deepest caves, a place so old and ancient it had never been revisited since the time when these people set their home fires all across the Shamutanti Hills. These paintings beside it indicated that this was their most powerful, most terrible magic, but as you see, the spell is partially lost. You understand its meaning. On the page are drawn 2 symbols, not 3. So we got a Q, an N. Last symbol is unreadable, says the scholar, and the scholar leans in urgently. A rockfall destroyed part of this picture, but clearly, I wish to know, what was the last character? Do I know? Well, we're gonna use the game to our advantage. Let's see. Is it destroyed? These are not characters. Huh. So I can't really glean anything out from that thing. I believe I know. He nods, never taking his eyes off from your face. He hands you a fresh sheet of paper and a quill. So NPQ. It is a spell of real big power. Should I know what it is? The Q and the W are right there. And we have that. So if we need to draw, we got the Q from there. And we got an N from nowhere. There's no N around here. So if we need to draw any of this one, I believe the game is... This is not a crapshoot, I don't think. The game is giving me hints. Unless, of course, we must find the trick for before. But it's either that one or that one. Let's see if we can draw any of those. We can draw. Yeah, let's draw that one. See? I told you. Holding the brush with arm outstretched as you were taught, you draw the symbol, that symbol. The scholar considers for a long moment, breathing through his thick beard. Then he nods deeply. Yes, I do believe you have it. He looks up. Do you know the spell? I know of it. He nods. I see you truly are a great sorcerer. Well, thank you. He keeps complimenting me. I'm okay with that. This spell is one I have only heard of, rumors of. I have never seen the constellation that lies behind the magic, but this will help me in my search. Yes, I think it will help a great deal. He flies away with his pages. He files away his pages, taking the one with your drawing on with particular care. Now, I may aid you in return. You wish to learn the spell of the North Gate. I don't mind giving you my line, although it is my secret to keep. Here it is. So, tumblers 2 sealed deep inside. We had this one before, so that's why. Okay. Tumblers 2 sealed deep inside. Was this the first one? Let me write it down, actually, because I got the notebook here. Tumblers 2 sealed deep inside. Okay. Tumblers 2 sealed deep inside. That's, Corgus something grace, 1 lock, something something. Tumblers 2 sealed deep inside. I bid you something or other. Okay, so where can I find the other lines? He shakes his head. The keepers of the lines are all leading citizens, but where they are, I do not know. At least one of them, Shinva, is dead, but I have heard it said that he still haunts his tomb in the necropolis. But please, before you go, follow me. He gestures across the room to a bookshelf lined with artifacts. Okay. Let's, follow him, because he means well. I think he's fine. You follow him across the room. He opens a drawer in a tall cabinet and pulls out something that looks like a shock of green fur. Put this on for me, if you would, he says. I wish to try an experiment. Well, I wish you to give me money. That's also a thing. So what kind of experiment? Oh, it's quite harmless, says Lorac. Just a little thing I found in my calculations. I suspect it will not work. Okay. You take the fur and find it is, in fact, a green wig. Do we need this one? I think we need this one. Now, Lorac says, put it on. He's pulling something from his pocket as he speaks. What looks like a skull cap made of white cloth. Skull cap. I need that. Let's put on the wig. You put the wig over your head, feeling quite ridiculous. Lorac smiles and puts the white skull cap on his own head. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Then he begins to cast a strange-sounding spell, speaking in syllables that sound more like goblin than an ancient tongue of magic. You wait and watch. Slowly and carefully, Lorac completes his spell. You feel his thoughts reaching out and entering your mind, projecting strange ideas and curious images. Somehow, the wig is letting him talk to you, but not in a human tongue, but one of the many other tongues of Kakabad. Suddenly, you drop to your knees. Let's get up. You lift your hand, then proceed to scratch your elbow. Lorac laughs and claps his hands in delight. Superb, he remarks. Simply marvelous. I'm gonna remove the wig. You bark twice in reply. I can't do anything. That's why I thought I was... Yeah. You bark twice in reply, turn around, and sit at Lorac's feet. Quite incredible, you hear him remark, and then he says something further in the common tongue, but for some reason you cannot understand it. In fact, you see nothing but his eyes. They feel your gaze. He produced a stick. I'm gonna stick this... Oh boy. You open your mouth and take the stick between your teeth. Oh, Lorac beams, claps his hands, and makes a gesture that causes you to stand. You follow him out the door. What's my fate? No! No way! I am gonna kill this guy! I became his pet! Are you kidding me? Take the wig. Don't put it on. Yes. I have to be going, you tell him, refusing his offer. Of course, he nods. Well, thank you for your company. He looks a little crestfallen, and perhaps... And please, keep the wig in this city, he says. Sometimes the creatures know more than the menfolk. This may be of use to you. Lorac shows you the door. Oh, man. Come on, Lorac. Why are you so mean to me? Oh, man. At least we didn't the first time around. You return... Of course, we could have completed the game before, but you return to the main road. And... Oh, boy. I'm not gonna have money for this. I'm gonna have to get it on the second time around. The road continues between, so burning. Let's push onwards and let's go to the plaza there. You stride forward, rounding a corner in the road until you can see the source. No. That's not what I wanted. I don't want to push forward. I want to turn aside. Yes, push forward was what I did. We did before. Let's turn down the alleyway in that one. So maybe we're gonna be able to come back here. Maybe. Because I know I can get money from there. The road continues on between dense houses and either side. Okay, yeah, you turn aside from the road, taking one of the winding side alleys, eventually emerging into a square. Let's go into the square. And if we don't get to go back there... Oh, this is the one. Well, let's see. So we are gonna... Let's see. So approach the monument. Look through the arch. We could go there. We could approach the monument. Be careful. I apologize. Sorry, sir. So... I'm gonna step into the monument, see what happens. Whatever these creatures are worried about, you are not afraid. You step through into the monument. But just as your foot is about to touch the circular rug, there is nothing there, and then you are falling. Okay, where to? It all leads over there. Okay, that's fine. Now I know. But why exactly did people... No, that's not what I want. You remember I threw a coin in there. Somehow, somebody just... I don't know. Let's look through the arch and see. We're not going in there. That's a terrible place. The arch at the far end of the square is thronged with more creatures, not all the same as those in the square. There seems to be bustling. No, there seems to be a bustling hub beyond. A market district, perhaps? Let's look at the alleyways. You walk to the center of the square and turn around, peering into all the narrow alleyways that lead off in every direction. To the northwest... They wind between residential buildings stacked precariously on top of one another. To the south, the alleys seem darker and rubble-strewn, and there are a few rooftops in that direction. A peddler with a tray around his neck walks past you in the square. Hanklewort, Blameberry, poultice of mildew. Talk to the herbalist. You cross the square. I kind of want to go there, though, but let's talk to this guy. If he kills me or something, I can get at least 10 gold, but I think it might be more. Good day, he greets you. Can I interest you in a poultice, a salve? What are you selling? Ah, let me show you. He rubs his hands together. For instance, this. He digs around on his tray. A mustic ointment made from pure mustic. What does it do? Mustic is a powerful hypnotic. It can make you believe almost anything. He holds you out. No, don't smell it. That's a bad thing. You lean away carefully not to inhale from the salve. He smiles and takes a deep breath himself, sighing happily. Give it to me, you tell him. It's mine. The man nods, his pupils dilated wide. Of course it is, he agrees. My apologies. The herbalist hands over the pot of ointment, wafting it close to your nose. You notice a delicate fragrance as you place it in your pack. Now, says the herbalist, I'd like you to give it to me. Let me see. Let me see. 10 gold pieces. No. I saw that coming a mile away. I saw that coming a mile away. I want to tell him something else, though. So what does he do? He tells me that, so I'm not gonna smell it. Give me something else. You tell him. You owe me. Oh, that was a trick. Basically, oh, that was a trick. Basically, you ask him to give it to you, but he knows, I think. The man nods, his pupils dilated wide. Of course I do. I know I do. What do you want? Your most expensive item. That would be the mustick, he replies cheerfully. Oh. Because, of course, it is a really powerful thing. If I could get that thing, maybe it would be an interesting one. Let's see. So, what does it do? Don't smell it. He inhales it. Give something else to me. What else do you have? Bleamberry salve, says the man, made from the finest bleamberry. I'll take it. The herbalist gives you the salve with a smile. A bleamberry potion. Stash it. The potion will come in useful later. You bid the man farewell and he walks away across the square. A man pushes a wheel cart of fruit and steps up a stall. Let's visit the fruit vendor. Your stomach rumbles at the first sight of fresh fruit. Yes, I need that. I need a lot of that. Although I need money more. But we're gonna get money from there. Let's see. I don't know what I need more, but I think actually I need more rations than money. You walk over to the fruit seller. Morning, he declares morosely. Oh, that wasn't too morosely. Morning, he declares. His eyes, like everyone else's, are closed. I'd say it was a beautiful day, but it isn't. Would you like to buy something? He waves a hand across an eclectic tray of fruit. All of it is rotten, except for one glistening bomba fruit. Pick through the fruit. You pick through the fruit, eventually finding an apple, which is not too disgusting. 2 gold pieces, the fruit vendor says. You'll say it's too much, of course, and you'd be right, but I can charge you less. Okay, I'll buy it. You buy it as much as out of pity as anything else. You are hungry. It looks appealing. No, I'm not gonna eat it. You put the apple in your pack. What about the bomba? How much for the bomba, you ask? 4 gold pieces, the vendor replies. They're good for you, you know. No, I don't think I want that. Bomba fruits are very good, but if they are also heavy, to carry and clearly expensive to import. You put the fruit back. Let's talk to the guy. I'm new to this part of the city, you say. I need directions. The fruit vendor nods. Eyes still closed. What are you looking to find? Not meaning, I hope. I need to find a blind beggar. Lots of beggars around here. They don't buy anything. Whereabouts? Try that way, in the ruins. The vendor points to an alleyway that leads off to the main square. He pauses to rearrange his fruit, accidentally sticking his thumb through a moldy plum as he does so. Where do you get your fruit? From another fruit seller, he answers sadly. That's why it's all rotten. Okay. Well, at least I helped you a little bit, I guess. Nothing else. Yep. You bid farewell to the fruit seller and head away from the stall back into the center of the square. So we can go back to the square, and that's where we're going. And of course, that's where we have the creature in the square mills about. Now let's leave the square. Okay, and let's go back down south. Through here. Wait a minute, where did he... Alley... I think... No, this is the alley that's all eaten up. This is, I believe, where we need to go to find the blind man. I think that might have been where we found him, but let's go this way and see if we can do something here. We'll see. Let's look at the statue. And, look down... Let's look down the short street. Gambling halls of Vlada. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so the statue. It's gonna be easy. Oh, I do have... Can I summon a giant? I think I can. Let's take the gold. There it is. And run for it. You turn and run, and just in time, the statue behind you has started to move and is on the attack. It smashes down with its club, catching you painfully in the middle of your back. You stagger to your knees, gasping. Picking yourself up quickly, you see the bronze giant has leapt from its pedestal and is advancing towards you. I'm gonna fight it. Oh boy, this is not gonna... No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I thought I was gonna fight it. Can I cast a spell? I'm gonna cast a big and I'm gonna fight this thing. Because it's good. So, take the gold. Look up. and that allows me to leap back. And that, yeah, because I remember. You leap backwards, narrowly avoiding being hit. Picking yourself up quickly, you see the bronze giant has leapt from its pedestal and is advancing towards you. I'm gonna cast big, and I'm gonna fight it because I am itching for a battle. Oh, and we're also out of time. So, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.